Hello love, so today I'm going to be cooking the broken rice pork ribs. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. So basically I blended in the lemongrass, so I skip out most of the chopping parts. So I put pepper inside here, peppercorn, lemongrass, and I put like sugar and water and hot so it dissolves it, and a bit of lemon. So, and then I add like this sauce in there, so soy sauce, ABC sauce, and then a bit of fish sauce. And then we're gonna blend it into my secret recipe to put it inside these pork ribs. Okay, so it's like pork chops, you can say. And I'm gonna get blended, so I will let you know. So I just want to show you the products I use to blend in this secret sauce that I do for my own Vietnamese pork chop, which is gom dam suong. So it's like the Vietnamese aromatic pork ribs. Okay, so I'll show you. So I use like this kind of like lemon chopped grind lemongrass. You can get it at any Asian store. And also the peppercorn. So it looks like this. And then you can see it. You can get it anywhere else around the store. Any supermarkets is easy. And also this amazing lemon juice. You can use as well. And any sugar and water will be fine. When you mix it into a mixture and then you make it into a paste. And then afterwards you blend it in with the soy sauce, the ABC sauce to make it sweet up a bit, so the soy will make it darker. And then the fish sauce to give it a bit of a texture of the flavor to it, because it's mostly a Vietnamese cuisine. And then I'm gonna be putting it into here. So just give me a second. So basically, I'm going to be filling this into the bowl or something right now after mixing it into a blender. If you don't have a blender, you can like do it differently, but I use like the Ninja blender over there. So you can see what it's like over there. I blend it with that. You can use any blenders you want, any mixers. So right now I'm just going to pour in the sauce in there. So this is sauce with the lemongrass. Mix with lemon, mix with like the peppercorn and sugar and water. And then afterwards, I'm gonna be tasting this. And you want it sweet or depending on the savory of it. If you want it a bit salty, you put more fish sauce or soy sauce. And then the AB sauce sweeten it up, so you want it sweeten a bit so the aromatic flavor gets into it more better. Some people like it sweet, some people like it savory and salty. So yeah, so I'm gonna pour this in. Yep. Basically, that's pretty much it. And then you mix the sauce together to give it the texture. And then taste it before you actually apply it onto the marinating meat. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna taste test it right now. So I'm going to taste test it right now. So I'll let you know if I like it or not. So right now the paste is right here. And excuse me today because I'm wearing a nightie because I'm very tired from last night. I just got my hair done and it's amazing. And I love the place that I was in at DK Hair. So basically, I made a video about them as well. So I hope you guys can see that soon. About my experience with them. So yeah, so I'm gonna taste test this right now and see if I like the sauce, like if I like it or not, if I need some adjustment to the flavor, if I like it sour, a bit of like, tangy flavor to it, yeah, then I add in a bit more lemon or whatever sauce I put in. Like I mentioned before, the sweet, the sour, and the texture of the tangy flavor of it. Depends on what your preference is like. So right now, I am going to taste it after mixing it properly. So I'm mixing it in right now. Blending it in so you can see it. It looks a bit like more darky right now, isn't it? So I stir it up a bit so you can see the darkness of it. So I'm just going to turn my camera around so you can see the stirring of it before I taste it. Yep, so I'm going to stir it around like this. It should look like some kind of paste like this, and then very darkish paste. And this is my second experience doing this kind of marinating thing, but this is my secret sauce that I normally do. So it's Asian cuisines, they normally do simple things online, like the broken rice with the garlic and everything. Yeah, so basically they put a lot of garlic, like crushed garlics. It's good to have a lot of it, so it gives that aromatic flavor, so it smells really good with the garlic and the lemongrass together. So right now I'm gonna taste it, and if I see anything I need wrong, then yeah. So I normally do by like my own methods, like you do like how much you want. Like I do like 4 spoons of like fish sauce, and then the rest I just like taste it off, you know. So you just put how much you want, and then a certain amount, because you don't want to put too much soy sauce and fish sauce together. It will salt it up, it's too bad. You want to make sure it's even out with the flavor you want. So sweet and like sour or something, or savory or something like that. Yeah, you want to make sure you balance it out. So I want to keep it very simple, and I'm mixing it a bit into a paste, and then voila. So right now I'm going to taste it, so I will let you know if I like it. And today I'm going to be using a filter because I can't be stuffed having the phone switching off and around, like flipping phones, because the original camera, you can't flip it around when you record. So basically I'm going to taste it, like just a little taste test, you can see. A bit of tangy and everything. Yeah, it just tastes ballistically good. So I believe that's the flavor I'm going for my Vietnamese fish sauce thing, which is the gom tam suong marinating. And if I need anything else, I'll let you know, because this is my own unique recipe that I do with the Vietnamese background cuisine that you normally use traditionally on their pork ribs. So yeah, so I will let you know how it goes. Okay, so right now I am gonna be preparing the ribs for the marinating. So what I have here is the ribs of the pork and the secret sauce that I made. Basically, you can make it anywhere else depending on what you like with it. So I mix it like that. And I'm gonna pour in the ribs, and I'm gonna use the tongue to really like mixture the sauce with it. So I'm gonna do it right now. So I put the spoon there for a second while I pour in the sauce. So that's the sauce. It's going right in. Yep, so right all the way in. Okay. And then I'm gonna stir it around with the tongs to make it like really moist in, to get all the flavors in. Okay. And the sauces that I mentioned before, like the ABC sauce, the soy sauce, and the fish sauce, you can get it at your local markets. And the only one is the lemongrass. You have to get it in an Asian store. Any Asian store will have it. Just tell them I need like grind, fine lemongrass. In its frozen section where you get it from there. And also the garlics, I normally put like around like 10 to 20 depending on what you like with your garlics. I'm a garlic girl, so I love it a lot. So yeah. So I just want to make sure that I have all the textures mixed in properly. And then you let it sit this for around like an hour. Most times I put it a bit longer, depending on how I want it, you know. The more it soaks in the flavor, the better it is. Sometimes I even like use the thing, like a fork to like, you know, like poke it in to get the flavor inside it more, you know, to make it more better. But today I just can't be stuffed because I'm super tired today. Yeah, so I had a big night last night. Been editing videos a lot just to do my work, to get some contents out. So yeah, so basically, yeah, I'm just mixing it a bit so it gets everything in, and then I leave it inside the fridge for around an hour or beyond that time. Normally I don't do 30 minutes because that's not long enough. It doesn't soak the flavor enough, and I experienced it before, so yeah. So I just want to mix it a bit, and then we'll get back into the cooking very soon, but I just want to soak it in a bit to get all the flavor juice inside there. So you want to let it like stay in there for the whole entire 30 minutes, or not 30 minutes, an hour beyond. Yeah, so just give me a second. Okay, so I'm back on. This paste has been done, so I just have everything inside and I'm ready to put it inside the fridge. Or you can leave it sitting somewhere else. So I'm gonna make space for it as well. So the fridge in here is a bit full, so I'm gonna have to adjust some things to it. So excuse me for that, because this is a raw footage. There's no editing scenes where I make it look like it's a planning little editing scene. So it makes it look realistic when you're doing your cooking. So now the marinating meat is done. You can use, majority of times this is a pork chop recipe. So if you guys don't like pork, you can do chicken instead. Okay, so I'm leaving it in, and I will close this and wait into an hour and 30 minutes, an hour beyond. Sorry, I stumbled my words today. Yeah, so I stumbled my words today because my brain's fried, like really worked off, like completely beyond. So I will get back to you soon in around like those times, so an hour beyond. Alright, so I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so right now I am going to make the dipping sauce for the ribs while the pork is waiting throughout the hours. So here are the ingredients I'm going to be using to make my own sauce, for the dipping. It's the Vietnamese fish sauce that it's known for. So I'll show you what I have here. Here are the carrots and the garlic you'll be using. I'll be using 3. And then I had the lemon, but instead of the lemon, I'll be using the lemon sauce somewhere. And the chili. So lime sauce. Lime sauce is like the juice you can use to put inside there, and the fish sauce as well. So I will grate the things for you while off the camera because I'm on my own today, so it's hard to video. So it's hard to video the ways of me chopping the things for you. So yeah, I will get back to you guys soon. So keep waiting. Okay, so I finished chopping off the garlics and the carrots. So I grated them to fine dicing. So I'll show you how it looks like. So the carrots are going to be in strips, and the garlic is going to be like diced like that. So 3 cloves. So I'm going to get all the ingredients and put it into a sauce, so it can be a dipping sauce. So we're going to have a white vinegar as well, and everything goes on. So firstly, what I want to do is add the fish sauce in. So fish sauce is right here. I do as much as I can, but because it's hard, so yeah, sorry. So I just dropped that by accident. Thank gosh it doesn't dripped. So yeah, so this is the sauce I'm gonna put in. I normally put around 2 tablespoons, so around that much. So not too much because it gets super salty. So, yep. So and then I add a bit of sugar in as well. So there was 3 tablespoons of it. So I'm gonna make sure I mix this paste in with hot water first. So hot water goes in here. Yep, so So hot water goes in there, just a little bit, and then you mix it until it's like all dissolved. And then you put it inside the sauce here, which is the fish sauce. So basically I'm mixing it up. It's hard using your camera when you're on your phone. Like I'm using my left hand to mix it, which is so different. Majority of times I used to do it with my right hand. So yeah. So I have no one doing the camera work for me. So basically I'm doing this like super naturally, like how it's like with my own time. So yeah. So I'm gonna pour it in when it's all dissolved. Just wanna double check it, you know. And then I'm gonna pour it in here. That's exactly right. And then you mix it up a bit and then give it a little taste test. So yeah. So mix it a bit. I want to see if there's any adjustment I need before I put vinegar in. So yeah. So it's slurping off. Tastes really sweet and good. I like it. And now we're going to add the vinegar in. So vinegar, just a little bit of drop in it to give it a bit of a texture. And then the lime goes in as well. So a little bit of vinegar goes in here. So vinegar is here. It's going straight in here. So you see it? Yep, so a little bit of drop. That's enough. So you mix it a bit. And the lime juice. So you add the lime juice as well. A few drops in here to give it a bit of like this sourness of it. So the juicy flavor gets in. So now I'm gonna really taste it first before I put in the garlic and the carrots. Okay, so I'm gonna taste it. Tastes perfectly good. Like the tangy, sour, like the texture of how it's like. And then now I'm gonna add in the garlic. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the garlic has been added in and I did a taste test with it, so it's really good. I'm gonna add in now the chili, the Asian Thai chili, which I got these from like the store, from like the shops, you know, when you eat like at the restaurants at Asian, they normally give this to you. So I'm gonna pour this in, just making sure it gets in there. So yeah, all of it so it gets in the right way. It's funny how I'm using my left hand to work off myself because I'm a bit left-handed myself. So yeah, so basically we just want to make sure it gets in. Yep, so it's all good. I can add gin lemon if I have to, put a little bit extra squeeze to it. Yeah, it's a little bit dripping. And then I'm going to go to the carrots and bring it over here and add it in as well. So I'm going to use my hands because I am super hygienic with my hands when I clean my hands off, because it's very safety to have like good standards. Yep, so right in there. Yep, and then you mix it a bit. And then voila, it becomes the dipping sauce. Like how normally the Asian cuisines, you get it around, it tastes exactly the same. So no difference depending on the preference, how you like it. And yeah, so I'm gonna really give it a taste before we make the meat later on. Yep, so taste. It's good. And I'll do it again with my face so you can see it. So here I am again. I'm gonna do the taste test of my dipping sauce for the Asian Vietnamese cuisine thing, which is called Nuoc Mam, which is the Vietnamese fish sauce that you normally known for to see them do it. Okay, so that's the fish sauce. And I'm gonna be here, just like really getting a dip of it. Yep, it's just a little tiny bit because you don't want to drink the sauce, you know, you want to taste it. So there you go. Voila, perfect. Tastes a bit like garlic, everything. Like it's a very tangy mixture and it's really good. So yeah, there you have it. The fish sauce is done, so I have to wait for an hour. So right now it's around like 4:50 p.m. in Australian time. So I'm in Melbourne, so basically that's the time where it is. And I'll get back to you around in 2 hours time, because I said I wanted to wait for an hour for the thing to get done. So the ribs, yep. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you. So it's been like an hour or two, and now I'm getting ready to cook my pork ribs. So let's get ready to get it done, and I'm cooking it inside my air fryer since I don't like cooking it inside the pan. So let's get started. So I'm gonna get like the cooking oil spray. Yep, the cooking oil spray. The air fryer's been set up already. I heated it up around 3 minutes. So basically, I'm getting the ribs out here. Just gotta close the fridge. Getting it ready towards the air fryer. So it's right here. Turning it on. Excuse my fire because I cook it a lot. So I'm gonna get my tongs right now. 1 second. There you go. I'm gonna get my tongs. I'm gonna put it inside the air fryer one by one. So basically, I'm gonna take it out and drip it off on there, sizzling it. So yeah, there you go. One by one. You can coat the sauce as well, simple times, if you want to dress it more flavor afterwards. Yep, so I'm going to put it in right now. 1 second. Do one by one. If it splashes dirties the floor, I'll clean it up later, so it's not a big deal. Since I can't do two things at once, I'm just going to show you what I do with my pork ribs. Yep, so there you go. Pork ribs are in there, and I just gotta spray the top coat so it doesn't dry. Using the cooking oil, canola oil. You can get it at supermarkets or anywhere else. So there you go. You can see me spray it a bit. So you give it a little bit of spray, and then putting it in. I'm going on a low settings for a second. So on 40 degrees right now, and then the rest later on. I'm putting this on 15 minutes. Not really exactly, just 10 for now. And then the rest, I'll cook it more on a high temperature to crisp it up around 200 for around 5 minutes later on. So right now, the cooking process is going on. So I will get back to you guys soon. And make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and give it a thumbs up and give it a comment if you like this recipe. And thank you. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes that I cooked the first round of the ribs. So I want to show you how it looks like. Yep, so this is how it looks like right now. And I'm going to re-cook it again a bit more longer. So I'm gonna spray this a bit more on here to give it a bit of a crisp, and put it in on 200 degrees. Yep, and then put it for around 6 minutes and let it cook. And I will get back to you soon. Yeah, so I will get back to you guys soon in 6 minutes, and maybe like drizzle a bit of the sauce on it to see what it's like. And yeah, so the results will be in 6 minutes. So I will see you soon. Okay, so I'm coming back to drizzle the sauce onto the meat again to make it a bit more flavor on it. So I'm gonna bring the meat sauce over. So yeah. So this is the sauce that I normally use for marinating. And I'm gonna stop for 2 minutes. And maybe stir it around afterwards, but I'm gonna drizzle some sauce. So yeah, you see how it smells. It smells so good already. But you wanna drizzle the sauce a bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna bring it closer so I can drizzle it on. So yeah, drizzle the sauce on top of it like you're having something else on it. Okay. So I'm gonna do the rest of it exactly the same. Yep, so drizzle it on to make it more flavor. And I'm gonna do the back sides afterwards. So now we're just doing the front first. Yep, so you get to see that. Drizzling on top of it to get the extra flavor. Yep, so I'm gonna prepare it again to cook around that time. So I'll just add an extra minute. And then I will get back to you soon. Yeah, so I'll get back to you soon when it's done. So yeah. So it's almost time for the meat to get out of the way. And I'm surprised how it looks like. It looks exactly like this. I'm just waiting for that last minute to get done so I can flip it aside. So I can put the marinating sauce on top of it again on the other side so it evens out perfectly. Yep, so I'm getting it ready to prepped up around. Just making sure, you know. Perfect. So that's how it is. And I'm just gonna get my tongs to flip it aside to marinate the other side as well so it gets evenly coated. Yep, so I think that side's good. Yeah, so that side's good. Let's marinate the other side. Yep, so getting the spoon to get the sauce in. Drizzling it onto the other one. So yeah, so the other side of it. I like extra drizzling. So yeah, drizzle. Yep, so drizzling again to get that flavor on top of it. It's hard when you can't see sometimes, but then when you see, it's easy. Yep, so drizzling the last bit of it. Yep, so just make sure it coats properly. And then I'm gonna put it in here for another 3 minutes. So pressing onto it, 3 minutes, and then voila. Okay, so I will get back to you soon when it's ready for the last coat, and then taste testing soon. Okay, so it's been almost a minute, so I'm just gonna get it ready to see the results. So right there is waiting. That's how it looks like. Closely so you can see it. Yep, so I'm gonna get it ready. I think just wait for the 30 seconds to finish and then voila. And my partner is hungry, so he wants to try out the meat. Yeah, so I don't like eating rice, so I'm gonna eat it plain with salad. And I made some salad before, so it's easy to eat. Okay, so it's done. Just gonna get the plates over so you can see it. Yep, so I'm gonna get the can on the side of the way while I get my tongs for it. Give me a second. It's changing angles. Okay, so I can use my right hand properly. And then the tongs over here. Just make sure it doesn't drizzle. That's it. Okay, so it's done. Just closing it off. Putting this on the side. And there you go. This is my pork ribs. Okay, so that's how it looks like. So I just want to make sure you see it. Okay, so now it's the taste test. So I want to show you the results. And I'm going to flip the camera so you can see it as well. So this is the aroma pork ribs that I made. And I'm gonna cut it and dice it for you to see how it looks like. So I'm using a knife and fork. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut it out so you can see it properly. And there you go. That's how it looks like. On the side, do you see it? Looks really nice. Just make sure I cut it properly because it's hard to cut sometimes. And there you go. Pork ribs. Look at that. It's full of aroma flavors. It's really good. You guys should try this recipe out. So I will leave the description below. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So normally you dip it with the dipping sauce. So yeah, so this is the dipping sauce. And then the salad I made exactly the same with this sauce on top of it. And then you try it with the meat. Here, so you try it with the meat. So I'll put it back on so you guys can see it. I'm just going to cut out a piece again. Because my partner is hungry right now and he wants to eat. And I'm going to make sure he eats it right. So yeah, so you put the sauce here. I mean the meat, which is the rib. Yep, so you cut out the rib. 1 second. Yep, so you get this. And then you dip it in the sauce. So I'll show you how it's like. 1 second. So you get the meat, which is this one. And then you dip it in here. Okay. So the sauce is right here. So you can see the meat right here, drizzling with the sauce. And then you eat it. It's so good. You guys should try this. This is my freestyle cooking with the gom tam, which is the broken rice pork ribs. And then you drizzle it with fish sauce, which is nước mắm. And I will leave all the ingredients down below so you see it. And I hope you guys, enjoy this video. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. Thank you.